Hello children, hope that you are fine. Welcome to my geography video tutorial of 10th standard. Today's topic is agriculture cash crop, tea. Tea and coffee are the beverage crop. So today I will discuss about the tea. Tea is the most popular stimulating drink in the world and it contains stimulating substance called the tannic acid. So therefore tea is valued for its flavor and stimulant qualities. There are sometimes we are saying that the queen of the beverage because it is universal drink in the world. Types of tea. How many types of tea are there? 3 types. Black tea, green tea, oolong tea. Black tea is the typical of India and Sri Lanka, and it is processed by drying of leaves, crushing them and in the machine and in the fermented them. This type of tea is very popular in India and consumed with milk and sugar. Then green tea. Green tea is not dried in the sun but it is picked the leaves and heated immediately and roasted over a hot pan and then crushed in the machine. But they are not fermented. Remember that. This is very important. Green tea is highly flavored and strong stimulant and it is consumed in Japan and China. They are not taken with milk and sugar generally. Then oolong tea. Oolong tea is semi-fermentatory. It is generated. Just like greenish brown in color. It prepared in Taiwan and it is exported to USA. Next come to the temperature. The tea plant grows well in the hot and humid climate. The ideal temperature for this tea plant is 13 degrees centigrade to 25 degrees centigrade, 35 degrees centigrade, but 25 degrees centigrade is the best for this plant. High humidity, heavy dew and morning fog is helpful for this growth of the young tea plant. Then rainfall. The tea plant needs heavy rainfall. Generally, we have seen that the tea plant is found in the mountainous region wherever huge rainfall is there. Rainfall is between 150 to 250 centimeter and rainfall should be well distributed throughout the year and should be in the form of frequent showers. Soil. The plant is well drained, deep fertile, sandy soil, sandy loam soil is there needed. It should be rich in organic matter and iron content, phosphoric and potash content in the soil also improves the flavor of the tea. Nitrogen fertilizations are applied to increase the yield of tea plantation. Then methods. Showing method, the seeds are planted in the nursery base first and then they grow 9 to 12 months and after that when the seedlings are about 20 centimeter then they are transplanted in the main garden and the average lifespan of a tea bush is about 50 years. Then next point you see that is clonal planting. So clonal planting, what is clonal planting now we will see. Cutting down as clones are taken from the mother plant, means top part is cutting down and again put into the ground is called that known as for better yield, special flavor and that the quality are known as that clonal planting. They are grown in the nurseries. After a year when they are 20 centimeter height is there, they are again transplanted in the green in the main tea gardens. This method altogether is called clonal plantation. Tea always likes the shade. That's why the tea shrubs are grown in the rows of about 1 meter above where shade of the trees are planted in entrance with to protect from the sun and intensity of light. These are also known as shelter beds. After that, the main one important part of this tea plant is pruning. Pruning means cutting down the top part. That mainly the tea plant grows to a height of 2 to 3 meters. Pruning is essential. Why? Because generally the worker are women and children. So they are not that much height is there. And if we will cut down that main plant, then it will that the leaves are growing more and the plantation and DL also will be more. So pruning maintains the proper height of the plant, which is not more than 1 meter, and it facilitates the hand plucking. And after that we can say it helps the growth of the new shoots with the softer leaves, and it also helps to maintain the shape of the bush. Tea bush, you have seen that the round shape, small shape is there to maintain the shape. Then after that you come to the harvesting. Tea leaves are ready for plucking about 3 to 4 years when they produce a flush. Now the question is, what is flush? A new shoot in the tea bush which consists of several leaves and with a bud and is called, that is, shoot, and the bud is a flush in the tea bush. The finest tea is obtained from the young shoots comprising 2 leaves and a bud. 2 leaves and a bud. It is known as fine plucking. I am repeating, 2 leaves and a bud is called fine plucking. The leaves are plucked generally by the female and by the children. They are 15 to 20 picklings per year. After that you come to the processing. Processing, to prepare some steps also for the preparing, some steps also we have to take, that is withering. Withering means the leaves are sprayed on the withered ranks and then the air is blown over the leaves and they are dried. That is reduce moisture. Second is rolling. Rolling of the leaves are done to expose the juice and to the air for fermentation. Number 3 is that the fermentation. That fermentation oxidizes the tannin and gives red color to the leaves. Next, number 4 is fringing. The fringing is what? That is firing, also we can say that is after firing, that F-I-R-I-N-G, firing, what it is, that the leaves are put on conveyor belts and keep it on the oven. And this means oven where it is burning. So, not burning, they are keeping for drying actually for the firing, and 70 to 75 centimeter temperature, which gives the leaves rich black color. And after that, that is sorting, means separating. Whatever sorting means, these leaves are shifted according to their size and blended according to taste, flavor, etc. Different types of teas are there, so they are separated. That is called sorting. And grading. Grading means, grading is done according to the quality of the bands and then packed into the tin foil, and then it is going from one place to another. Then after that we will see that is why it is very tea importance of tea industry. Tea industry, why it is important. Tea is the largest producer of the in the world. So it is a labor intensive industry, so it provides employment to so many people in the world, and over millions of people are there working in this field. It earns a lot of foreign exchange. After that, this industry, both men and women are employed in this different jobs, and the tea industry supports many other industries such as plywood, fertilizers, transport industry. So this tea industry is very important for us. Then now next we will see what are the areas of production, means where the tea is found. In India, generally that the hill slopes of Brahmaputra, this region, that is the Brahmaputra region, and especially in the Surma Valley in Assam. Means here you see that the place of Assam. Assam is the best producer, and West Bengal, in West Bengal, that the top part, it is Darjeeling is there, Darjeeling also, and also southern part, that is Nilgiris and Annamalai hills of the Tamil Nadu state, Karnataka, and also Kerala, some part also it grows. It grows well in the Kangra Valley and Kangna Valley, and Assam is the largest producer. This Assam is the largest producer of tea, I have told you. Maximum production, that is 53.2% is found in here, and West Bengal is the second largest producer, and after that Tamil Nadu ranks the third position. So I am completing my this tea cultivation here. Hope that it will be fruitful for you. You will read this chapter. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day.